A reset this week is very needed. I want to be able to appreciate and enjoy the things that light me up, but also the lessons and the value I receive from challenges. So I'm going to be walking through some of the things I've done the last few days to move forward and reset for a good week. Lately, my journal has been filled with so many daydreams and visions of the life I want to live. There are wildflowers and vegetable gardens, meandering creeks, and a cute old cottage. I am sipping coffee in the forest as it wakes up with the sun, painting a canvas in the golden light, stretching my body on my hand-built yoga deck, and harvesting veggies from my garden to use in a nourishing meal. I know manifestation can be really powerful, but it's kind of funny. I usually am not really trying to manifest with my writing, but rather trying to turn a bad mood around or envision the life I'm working so hard for right now. When I can, I try to walk as close to these visions as possible. I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is that they push off the things they dream about until they are old, when they think they will have the time and the money. But how are we supposed to know what we really love and want in our lives if we don't go seeking out experiences? Justin and I love going on little adventures in this area because it is so beautiful. The cold spring-fed creek is nestled among the bluffs and has this really cool vibe there. This time we had a picnic by the water and hiked to some really pretty places along the water that we didn't even know existed here. Something we always worry about living in southern Minnesota are the rattlesnakes. Justin is terrified of all snakes, and I'm not a fan of any that stand their ground, so we are always on the lookout. This particular trip we actually saw 3 snakes. And it was really terrifying because they were each hanging out in the water while we were swimming. They all came towards us at some point and felt curious or possibly territorial, but luckily we found out that they were actually northern water snakes and not venomous. Still, we were creeped out by them. We also found out that they can swim super fast, even up the strong current, and they can jump, which is also terrifying, but we made the most of it and tried to not think about them much other than just keeping our eyes open. They seemed to love the sunny areas most, so we hiked farther down the creek to this more shady spot that was just so amazing. There were sun rays and rocks in the water that created beautiful sounds, and moss covering all these boulders and old logs, and we even found some golden oyster mushrooms hiding in the little falls. This whole area really felt like a dream. I mean, like, if I could just plot my vision of my future home anywhere, it would literally look like this. The birds were chirping, the water flowing, the sun rays were like coming through the trees, and the mossy boulders are just laying there for you to sit on and journal. I probably wouldn't keep the snakes in my vision, but hey, if that's the price I have to pay, I'll survive. Cleaning the house and reorganizing my space was incredibly helpful for me this week. I have found that when I'm really busy and under a lot of stress, having a clean place that I can feel a clear head in is so needed. Walking into a cluttered house adds more chaos to my mind. I love interior design and arranging furniture, so I had a lot of fun transforming my bedroom into a more functional and inviting space. I put my desk in front of the windows to create a lighter place to think, write, draw, and work. The plants and the outside bushes really help bring the nature in. I also hung up these paintings I painted last year and strung these lights I've hung on to since the dorm room days. I love the simple and cozy vibes that the space has now. I've really enjoyed having this space, and it was the perfect timing because I worked from home a lot this week. It might sound kind of funny, but I'm actually super excited about this because I'm able to sit down and focus for hours at a time and tap into my creative flow. There's always so much going on behind the scenes of our shop and brand, and every day we are getting better and better at dividing and conquering the tasks, problem solving, and managing the stress. One thing we have found to be incredibly helpful is making sure that after work we have our own space. Work-life balance is hard enough, but having a business with your partner and living together is a whole nother level. Lately, we have been taking the van down to the river and following whatever calls to each of us. Justin has loved paddling the backwaters, and I have loved soaking in nature from the shore. To be fair, I would also go paddling, but we only have one board, and it is actually a windsurfing board, so it's not very buoyant and it's very tippy. We actually tried, both of us, sitting on it, and we didn't get very far. People were laughing at us. I enjoy meditating by the water and journaling in the bed of the van and watching the ripples slowly float around, watching all of the parts of nature that feel so connected when I'm able to sit and witness them. Honestly, just in general, I feel so much more alive and fulfilled this week. I'm so grateful for all the things that have aligned and opportunities that have surfaced. Taking the time and space to reset has really left me feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and re-inspired. I feel less anxiety and weight from burnout, and I'm really excited to see what life has lined up for me in the coming weeks. I hope you have a wonderful day and maybe find some time to think about what you may need to feel your best this week. Thank you for watching Journal 9 of my visual journal series. Have a wonderful week.